Hi everyone. I want to go over how to format your personal letter, which is assignment 3.03. And before I get started, you'll notice that I have both the directions and a blank Word document that I'm going to format the assignment on. I'm going to go ahead and read my directions for my personal letter. I'm going to look at the rubric to notice what is being graded. And I'm also going to go down to the last page to see exactly how to set up my letter if I have any questions. So I'm going to go back up top and I'm going to notice that I need to set all parts of the letter start at the left margin. It needs to be 3 paragraphs long. It needs to be typed in Bodani font, size 12. So let me go ahead and change that. Home, Bodani font, size 12. I need to change my line spacing because everything is typed single space unless I am changing to a new paragraph, etc. So I'm going to choose single space. I'm also going to choose remove space after paragraph. And I'm going to make sure that everything is at the left margin, which means I'm going to decrease indent, which is here. And that makes everything in the letter typed at the left margin. I need to change my margins according to the directions here. So I'm going to go to page layout and I'm going to go to margins and I'm going to create a custom margin. My top and bottom are already set at 1 inch. My left and right need to be set at 1 inch, so I can either arrow up or down, or I can simply go in and change that as such. And OK. These are the different ideas that I can type about. You don't have to use any or all of them. You can choose whatever you'd like. I was just giving you some ideas. So the first thing I'm going to type, again, according to both my rubric as well as my example down here, is the date. And again, it goes at the left-hand margin. So today's date is February 3rd, 2016. Okay, so between my date and the salutation, Dear Mrs. Levering, I'm going to hit my return key, my enter key, 4 times. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's going to leave 3 blank lines. So now I'm going to type my salutation. In this case, it's Dear Mrs. Levering. Now I'm going to hit my enter key twice, 1, 2. That leaves 1 blank line between my salutation and the body of my letter. As I'm typing my letter, you'll notice that as I get to my right margin, it will automatically return and wrap around down to the next line. Sorry about the dogs. Again, here it goes, ready to wrap, and there it goes. Now, I'm at the end of my first paragraph. To show that I'm going to start a new paragraph, I'm going to hit enter twice, 1, 2, which will leave 1 blank line between paragraphs. Now I'm going to start my second paragraph. And again, as I get to the end of my line, to the right margin, you'll notice that it will wrap around and go down to the next line. So I'm going to pretend like that's the end of that paragraph, and now I'm ready to type my third paragraph. Again, I'm going to hit enter twice, 1, 2. Leaves 1 blank line. I'm going to type my third paragraph. I'm going to pretend like I'm done with my paragraph. I'm going to end with my period. I'm done typing my 3 paragraphs. Now I'm going to type my complimentary close. And again, I'm going to go down here and take a look, see how that's formatted. So I am done with my paragraph. I hit enter 1, 2 times. I type my complimentary close. Now I'm going to leave enough space between the complimentary close and my name, my signature, so that I can actually sign in this space here. So I'm going to hit enter 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, according to my directions, it told me to type my name, your signature, in brush script font. So I go back up to home in my menu. I'm going to change the font style to brush script font. Notice all of these are listed here alphabetically. I'm going to choose brush script font, and now I'm going to type my name. There we go. Okay. So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to run spell check, which is here in review. And I'm going to choose ABC Spelling and Grammar, and it will help me find my errors. You'll see that I spelled favorite incorrectly, and it gives me the choice here to change that to the correct spelling, and I choose change. At least is spelled incorrectly. It gives me the options of what I can choose. The correct one is already highlighted, so I hit change. Calibri, same thing. I have to choose the right one. Change. Spell check and. So you'll see up here, this is the choice that is correct. I hit change. Always be sure to proofread as well as run your spell check. So I'm going to go back to my rubric and I'm going to check and make sure that my date on the letter is written and it's at the left-hand margin. My salutation is written, it's at the left margin. Body of the letter includes 3 different paragraphs. My complimentary close, sincerely, and my signature is in brush script. Perfect. I have 1-inch top and bottom margins and 2-inch left and right margins, but you know what? I don't have, my right margin is not correct. So I'm going to highlight my letter, go back to page layout, go back to margins, and I need to create a new custom margin to change my left margin to 2 inches, not 2.5, but 2, and my right margin to 2. Hit OK, and you'll see that it reformats it for me. Perfect. So here's correct. I typed the letter in Bodoni font, except for my signature. I've proofread to ensure there are no errors, and I'm going to make sure that my line spacing is correct between parts by going down here to my example, and you'll see here that it says after the date, hit enter twice or 4 times, depending on your line spacing. But the moral of the story is you're going to leave 3 blank lines between your type. 3 blank lines between my type. Perfect. You'll notice that down here, it indicates my line spacing for between the salutation and the body of the letter. After the salutation, hit enter once or twice, again depending on your line spacing option, but be sure to leave 1 blank line between type. In between paragraphs, the same thing. At the end of the paragraph, same thing. Between my complimentary close and my name is correct as well. So now I'm finished with my letter. I know that it's all formatted correctly, and I'm going to submit it for a grade. Good luck, and if you have any questions, feel free to K-mail me.